Hi guys, Paul from Muscle Car UK here in Pilgrim Motorsports, just showing you another beautiful car that's just arrived from California. How about this Eleanor Grey 67 Mustang? Have a good look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. It's been rotisserie restored again. Don't ask me where we find them, but we do. So basically the rotisserie restoration, as it sounds, engine out, gearbox out, everything out, and it's literally on a rotisserie so that the underside gets done the same as the upside. So as I always say, got to make sure the foundations are good. These are perfect on this car. But let's have a look at the bodywork and have a look, see what you think. Fabulous car. Eleanor Grey is the colour that the gentleman's done it. 67, as you can see, it has the slightly more angled front nose to it. All the wiring has all been done on this car from new LED lights, so modern lights all the way through and in the interior. So you've got a car here that's had pretty much everything done to it again. So literally everything's been renewed. So if you come and have a wander down the side of it, you've got the Magnum style sports wheels, which have got the Mustang, which were a period correct wheel in its day with the radial Goodrich tyres on them. The chrome is all in great shape, it's all new wing mirrors, all this is new. Quite often when you see some of these Mustangs, the classic Mustangs, they've got the originals in there and they're really pitted, but these are actually really in top condition. Bodywork's beautiful. A lot of time's been spent on it, making it exactly right. Around the back we've got slightly different shape to it. Again, a 67 has that sort of a concave look to it. As you can see here, this has been panelled out in black. Sometimes it can be the normal standard colour, so you'd run grey through this, but this one's got the black, and you can see all these new lights are all been done. Chrome work is all like brand new, because it is. We also have, if you look all the way through the way this has been done, windscreen's been in, it's been resealed, all the chrome correctly fitted all the way through. Just a beautiful looking car, stunning in fact. Interior, as you'd expect, is all good. Date codes on here, so it comes with its door data tag, which tells you where it was built in the San Jose factory in California. They had 3 factories, one in Dearborn, one in Mutchen, so they're all over the place. But if you see a San Jose car, they normally always lived in California. That was a big sale area, as you can imagine. The guys that restored this have literally done everything inside, so new seats, new seat covers rather, all the carpets are new. You know, if you look underneath, they're all as new. Lovely steering wheel, sort of Motor style steering wheel in there. New gauges. You can also see a little nod to the vintage air. So this car has actually got air conditioning. It's called vintage air, but it's modern. So if you wanted a car that you're taking to a hot climate or whatever, or just however, even we do get some sunny times here, you've got vintage air con, which is really cold, so it really works well. This car's fitted with power steering as well. So you've got power steering, you've got air conditioning, you've got disc brakes, power disc brakes. So for a car that you want to use just in general in touring, or whether it's just up and down, having a bit of fun, it's a great car to have because it's got all the extras that you might want. Let's have a look under the bonnet. Look at that, absolutely stunning. When they were new, they had all this was done in matte colour in a black. But this is literally, as I said, rotisserie restored, so engine, gearbox, everything you see in there would have been out, and they've painted it in this matte Eleanor finish, which looks beautiful. There's the air conditioning pump with all the modern air conditioning. So it's called vintage air, as I said, but it is all modern going through here. It's a 302 engine with upgraded race cam in it. It's got Edelbrock 4-barrel carburettor onto an Edelbrock manifold, tube headers, alloy rad, MSD ignition, coil rather, or everything's Ford Motor Company. If you see, the gentleman's gone to the degree of literally everything's Ford Moco, as you can see. So he's done everything in the correct, even down to the hoses. Billet style hinges here. These are very expensive extra to have, beautifully finished. There's the little touches that make all the difference when you're getting a car like this. It's like a show car. But if a guy's gone to that degree to spend the money on hinges, you can imagine what he's done with the rest of the car. Later you'll see underneath and see really what it really is all about. but beautifully finished. It's got these finishing touches, these stainless steel plates to go over the top of the inner wings. Just absolutely beautiful. If you take it to a show, you know, you undo this bonnet, everyone's going to go, it's got the wow factor, there's no doubt there. This car is literally start to finish has been done properly. The story of it is we bought it in California. We bought it off a gentleman who'd done the work to it himself. He'd been looking for a car, and before him it was one family owned from new. It had gone from mother to son to grandson, and then he managed to buy it and literally totally restored it with a very good friend of his. As he said, it was like his brother. Unfortunately, the sad thing was his best friend died in a cycle accident when they were out cycling, and unfortunately he couldn't bear to have it in his garage anymore, because every time he looked at it, he felt bad. So we were fortunate enough to buy it, although obviously sad circumstances, but what a beautiful car. He expected to keep this car for the next 20-30 years. I want to show you inside the boot, because it's all those finishing touches that make all the difference. Fully carpeted. He's bought the battery from the front to the back, so it's been put in a nice little box, so you've got it in there. Obviously he's got a Sony, I'm not even sure what that is, but I'm sure it's fabulous for the stereo. I'm sure that many of our viewers will know what that is. But a great car, all done nicely, still done the same fleck as you'll see underneath the bonnet in a minute, and all round the shuts, etc. All done properly, no rust, nothing to worry. This car's ready to go. It can be driven anywhere, automatic, power steering, a fabulous car. Here we are underneath this car, and it's just to show you that the expense they've gone to underneath here as well. We've got a sort of tubular suspension setup that's all adjustable. As you can see from here, got an aluminium sump cover, which is always nice to see as well. And again, going back through, we've got an upgraded auto gearbox up to 500 horsepower. So even though it's got a powerful engine upstairs, you've got to upgrade everything. So this has been upgraded, it's all been done, bills to prove, so no problems there. As we come back further back, you'll see we've got stainless steel exhaust, which is an H-type exhaust system. It's a MagnaFlow system, which you may have heard of, which is an American company, which is one of the top ones. Then if you come a bit closer, you can see through here that the underside has been done in what they call Pore 15, which is a sort of a rust deterrent. And it literally has been done on the inside of the car and on the outside. And then there's a product in America called lizard skin, and it literally is like lizard skin. So it literally protects it rock solid all the way through. So for our roads, etc., you haven't got to worry about this. These are floor pans, all looking fabulous condition. It's had a chassis strengthener on as well as here, because you've got the power in the engine and the gearbox. These chassis strengtheners here lock onto the front and lock onto the back. That stops any twisting. So it just gives you a much better drive and a much better feel. That some of you may go drive Mustangs or American cars, and you feel you go into a corner and they're a little bit wallowy. This will sit as it should do, sit really nicely. So when you're going to a powerful corner or you're just braking hard, it keeps it nice and straight. So working back forward, you've got Koni adjustable shock absorbers on the back. So they've just been done, and you've got a petrol tank that's pretty much brand new as well. The 9-inch rear end has all been modified with new gearing, so you've got so it can be literally used on motorways, so it's a comfortable drive as well. So if you're doing 70 miles an hour all day, we've got one of our customers literally goes up and down the M1 constantly in his, and he's got this sort of gearing in his, and he says it's absolutely fantastic. So you can literally drive to wherever you want to go, whether you've got a place in Spain or whatever you want to drive down, take the car. These cars are reliable, built properly, and this is what they should look like underneath. You've got nothing. No dramas, no crisis here. As I always say to everyone, I keep saying it, this is the most important part. The rest can be done. You've got to make sure the foundations are solid, and this certainly is, and the guy who's done this has done a great job. I also wanted to show you all the evidence we have about how well this bodywork has been done. Anyone can tell you it's fantastic, it's marvellous, but what we do have from the last owner is a complete pictorial evidence of how it's done. So literally I've got photographs showing from when it was literally bare metalled all the way through. You can see everything, you can see what's been done to the car, how it's been done, So you know that when you're buying a car, it's been done correctly. As I say, engine out, gearbox out, underside done. You can see it being painted all the way through. So it's got a total pictorial. There's the engine, gearbox going in, literally everything there that you might need. It's got a file that comes with it, with a few of the bills that he did to it. It's got a copy of the original title as well, so you can see that when we brought it in. There's also a lovely letter from the last owner, just saying what he'd gone through and how he hopes the next person has as much fun as it has had in it as well. So hopefully this has got everything that you might need to enjoy owning a 67 Mustang.